Daily in my DM, I receive questions like, how can I generate content from my Amazon KDP? Can I make use of AI? Am I supposed to write everything offhand? If I use AI, will that book get blocked? If I use AI, will my books go live? These are questions I keep receiving every day. And if these questions are same question you're asking, believe me, the answers you need contains in this video. So in this video, I am going to show you how you can use AI. Read my lips, guys. How you can use AI to generate your content, edit that content, and that your book will go live. You'll make sales. So if this sounds interesting to you, all I want you to do is for you to kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel, kindly like this video, share my videos, let other persons see my channel through you. Then lastly, do not forget to check my Amazon KDP playlist for related videos. You understand? So trust me, if you check it, you're gonna see videos that will be interesting to you. So without wasting much time, let me take you over to my screen recorder so I can show you how to generate this content and the right AI to use. Read my list. And the right AI to use. I'm going to show you two ways that you can get content for your work. So once you click on that read samples, this book will open. You can see the cover. You can see the cover. This book has opened. You can see the table of contents. You can see the author's table of contents. So now I can use this table of contents to develop my own content, but I don't like using someone else's table of content. What I do is I use AI to generate my own content table of content. Then from there I'll use it to generate my own content. You can see this person even has a free gift. This person has a free gift in his book. You can see the introduction. You can see how this book is being formatted. You can see everything. You can see the arrangement. You can see. So when formatting your book, this is how you're going to do it. Once we enter formatting, I'm going to show you more things. So if you want to look at the read sample here. Look at the read sample here in case you want to read sample. So another thing I will also show you is this. If you want your book to be very rich, you can also click on this review. Once you click on review, you will see the way people criticize this work. Then you capitalize on those criticism. The things the author did not mention, the things that people are complaining about, those are the things that you are going to capitalize on. You can see that this first one is a 5-star review. 5-star review is about 66%, 4-star review is 24%, 3-star review. Let me tell you something. If you want to know a good book, 1-star review is not good, 2-star review is not good, 3-star review is not good. You can just manage 4-star and 4-star review. 5-star review is actually very good. So if you want to see what people are saying bad about this book, you just click. What you're going to do is for you to click on this 2-star review. So once you click on it, you're going to see all the negative things that people said about the work. Let me zoom it so that you can see. So this person bought this book on the 28th of January 2024. The person said, let me zoom it so that you can read it yourself. I bought this book because I am always looking for a way to preserve meat. In the beginning, she talks about the importance of self-canning practices, but several of the recipes do not have NCHFP recommendation processing times. One recipe for chicken and rice soup has rice in it, which isn't an approved ingredient for canning. You can see the review. So you can capitalize on this. Everything that the person is saying is lacking in this book. You can take that. You can focus on that. You can leverage on that. So that's one thing. Another thing is this: your book description. Look at this person's book description here. Your book description must be enticing. Look at the book description here. It must be very enticing. Let me open it so that you see. You can see read more here. See, I've clicked on it. Look at the book description. You see how the person organized his or her book description. You see how it is. All the important points is he made them bold. So when you are formatting your book description, all the aspects that is selling your book, let me say your keywords, you're going to make them bold. The problems that your book stands to solve, you're going to make those aspects very bold, so that once anybody opens your book description, that will be the first thing that his or her eyes will catch. So you see how the person formats his book description. This is exactly how you're going to do yours. Because before anybody buys your book, the person will go through your book description, and the person will also go through your sample. So in whatever you're writing on, you have to ensure that your introduction is captivating. Because if someone reads your introduction and there is nothing there, do you think the person is going to buy your book? Or if someone reads your book description and the book description does not cover a whole lot of things, does not solve a problem, you think the person is going to buy your book? No, the person will not, because people buy things that they get value from. So at this point, what I'm going to do is, we already have the topic here, so I'm going to copy this topic. See, let me show you something here, because we will soon get to read to this. I know that in previous videos I made mention of 7 backend keywords. You see where I placed my cursor? All these suggested topics by Amazon should form part of your 7 backend keywords. So you can actually use your pen and paper. You copy them out. You copy all these suggested topics out. You keep them at one place. You need 7 backend keywords for your book to rank. It is very, very important, so that if someone is, now that our topic is canning meets cookbook, so the essence of the 7 backend keywords is that if someone is searching for canning meets cookbook for beginners, once you include that in your 7 backend keywords, your book will still pop up. You know that your title is just canning meets cookbook. So by the time you use canning meets cookbook for beginners as one of your 7 backend keywords, if anybody is typing it, your book will still appear. In a situation that someone is typing canning meets cookbook 2024, if you use it as one of your 7 backend keywords, your book will still appear. In a situation that you also use canning meets cookbook for preppers, if someone types it, your book will still appear. So in a nutshell, what 7 backend keyword does, it gives you visibility in the marketplace. So that's why it is very important. You know that when I take you to Amazon KDP, when we start publishing, I will show you that there are some things that are optional, like your subtitle is optional, but is very important. Is also important, but Amazon has made it in such a way that your subtitle is not compulsory. It is optional. If you may choose to do it, you may not choose to do it, but I choose to do it because it is also going to help your book to have visibility. I don't want to have students that they will publish book January to January, they are not making sales. No, I want to have students that even when you have just one book. When I started Amazon KDP, the Facebook I published made sales. Because of what? Because I took my training seriously. So if you follow everything I am showing you, there is no how your first 5 books will not make sales. Like, it is not possible. It is not possible. So at this point, I am going to, this is how I generate my own content. So I want you to follow suit. I don't want you to go to someone's book, you copy the person's table of content and start generating content based on that person's table of content. No, I don't want that. So what I will do is, I've copied the title. You know that we already checked if the title is profitable or not. So at this point, I am taking the title. I am going to my Google. I'll go to my Google at this point. I will type charts chat GPT. Once I type chat GPT, look at it, look at what it looks like here. Please look at what it looks like here. Do not choose another. This is what it looks like. This is what it looks like. So now I am here. I'm going to click on it. Once I click on it, this interface will pop up. Once it pops up, let me show you something. Let me show you something. You see this arrow? You see this particular one that looks like pen? Let's say, for instance, let me write something here. Wait, let me write something. I want to show you guys something. Let me write something. Okay, let me paste this. I've pasted this now. If you want to send this command, you're going to click this particular one. If you want to delete this particular command and give it another command, you're going to click this one. I hope you understand that. If you want to give it a command, you want it to go ahead with what I've written so far, you're going to click this one. If you want to delete this particular command and give it another, you're going to click this one. So I believe we are on the same page now. So at this point, I'm going to tell ChatGPT that I am writing a book. I'm going to say I am writing a book on, you see what I'm doing? You see the quotation mark I'm using, because your title must be in quotation sign. I am writing a book on canning meat cookbook. Please generate a table of contents for me. I've done that. So at this point, I've given it a command. I'm going to tell it, oh yeah, start generating. I'll click on this arrow that is facing up. I've clicked on it. You see, it has started generating content already. It has started generating my book, my table of contents already. It's as simple as this. It is done generating. What I'll do now is I'll click on it, I'll select all, I'll copy it. At this point that I've copied it, I'll now go to my Google Documents. Please, you need Google Documents. We are going to be formatting books with Google Documents, so you need it. Please, you need it. If you don't have it, you have to go to your Play Store and download it. Look at what it looks like here. You need your Google document. It's actually very, very important. So you go to your Google Documents. Once you go to your Google Documents, you see the plus sign here. You see the plus sign here. You're going to click on it. Once you click on it, it will tell you, see the options. It says choose template, new Word file, new Docs file. What you're going to click on is this particular one. Is the last option. You click on the last option. Once you've done that, you will see this will come up. A fresh page will come up. You paste what you copied. Once you paste what you copied, see, for the fact that an AI generated content for you does not mean that everything is good, like you can go ahead and publish it. No, you're going to edit it, because some part of it is going to have ChatGPT written in it. So it is important that you take time and read what the AI generated for you, so that by the time you publish your book on Amazon KDP, your clients, your audience will not be reading ChatGPT. Another thing you need to know is this: Amazon KDP kicks against AI generated content. So you need to be very, very skeptical. If you are careless, please ensure that you are generating content when you are prepared, not when maybe you're breastfeeding your child, you are doing this, you're doing that. No. So you're going to delete this aspect. You're going to delete this out. You're going to delete it out. You will now come to this side. You see, you've seen conclusion and final tips. You just delete it. You delete this side, because these ones, they don't have any effect. We don't need them. So at this point, the first thing you're going to do is this. You're saying that this particular table of contents starts with an introduction. Of course, when writing in Amazon KDP, there are procedures. Your book must have an introduction. It must have conclusion. It must have copyright page. It must have table of contents. It must have it. Once we start formatting, I'm going to show you all of that, and I'm going to show you the right way to format your book. So even if you are a writer before, or maybe you are I told you earlier on that there is a difference between being a content writer and writing to publish on Amazon KDP. So it's different. So please do not come to Amazon KDP with the mindset of being a content writer. It is different here. It is actually different. It might be similar, but it is different. So at this point, what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to write another command that I will give to Amazon, that I will give to ChatGPT. So I'm going to write, I am writing a book on canning meets cookbook. Remember to put your book in quotation mark or in quotation sign, whatever. You put it. I am writing a book on canning meat cookbook. Okay. Please write an intriguing. What is the spelling of that intriguing again? Okay. Please write an intriguing, attention-grabbing, okay, let me put it here in 500 words because I don't want it to be short. One thing about ChatGPT is this: if you don't give it the numbers of words you want, it's just going to bring out something very short. It's going to bring out something very short in 500 words. In 500 words. Please pardon me. In 500 words, write an introduction. Write an introduction on the topic, yeah. You see, on the topic canning meat cookbook. So I will now say here, make it intriguing, attention-grabbing, and straight to the point. So I'm telling ChatGPT that I don't want it to go about the bush and all of that. I just want it straight to the point. You see, in 500 words. You see, yes. Another thing I want to tell you is this. One thing I like about this, why I recommend Google Docs, is that if you make a mistake, Google Docs is going to underline it for you. One thing about Amazon KDP is that once you publish your book, or maybe in the process of publishing your book, if your book has so many errors, spelling errors, Amazon is going to send your book to the draft. Your book will not go live. It is important that you format your book on Google Docs. You see it has underlined something here for me, meaning that there is something wrong there. So it's telling me to go and correct myself. So that's it. So this is the command I am going to give ChatGPT. So at this point, I'm going to copy it. I have copied it. So I'll go back to ChatGPT. This is my ChatGPT. I told you how to clear this space already. So you just click on this. Once you click on it, you have a free space. After that, you send the command. Once you send the command, look at it here. Look at it. It is already generating content for me. It is already generating content. The only thing you need to, one thing you need to know about Amazon, one thing you need to know about ChatGPT is this: just give it the right command and everything you want is done. It is as simple as that. So you don't need to maybe start thinking of how you're going to put your grammar, how you're going to do this and how you're going to do that. Note that I've copied it. So I've copied it now. What I'm going to do at this point is that I'm going to paste it. I'll come down here. I've started generating my content already. So remember what I told you earlier. You're going to delete this. You're going to delete this. For the fact that AI is the one generating content for you does not mean that you will just go and publish it like that. No, it's not done that way. So you're going to take your time as a human being that you are. You're still going to read what the AI generated for you. So at this point, this is my introduction. This is my introduction. So my introduction is going to be my chapter 1. I'm going to show you how to format. So once we get there, I don't want this video to be very long, so this is going to be my chapter 1. So that's my chapter 1. My chapter 1 is my introduction, so I'll write here introduction. So I think I can leave it like this. Yeah, I can leave it like this. So at this point, I will still go through it to see if I like the content. If I don't like it, I'll just change my command, give AI another command, and it's going to generate another one for me. So at this point, what was not included in the table of content is book description. Your book description won't be included in the table of content that ChatGPT is going to generate for you. So your book description is very, very important. So that's what I'm going to generate at this point. So I will now be like in 500 words, write a book description. Write a book description on the topic canning meat cookbook. Make it intriguing. So here at this point, I'm going to tell ChatGPT that my aim is actually to make sales. So I'm going to tell it now that it should make it intriguing, attention grabbing, and my aim is to make sales. So after telling it that my aim is to make sales, I will also tell it to add call to action note. Call to action note is when at the end of the write-up it will tell people that after stating the importance why they should buy the book, it will now urge people to come to buy it, because it's just like after advertising your book, you're not telling people come and buy, you just advertise and left. So you need to add call to action. You need to tell them to come and buy, even after you must have written everything, the benefits and all of that. You have to still tell them come and buy. So that telling them to come and buy in Amazon, I've added call to action. I've added call to action to it. So at this point, I'm going to copy it. Once I copy it, I'll go back to my ChatGPT. I'm going to paste it here. Then I'll give it the go ahead to continue. So it is done. I'm copying it at this point. I'll still paste it here. Please note that this is book description, so you will need your book description. You can paste it somewhere else. So you write it here, book description, so that you will not think it's something else. Book description. I'm going to delete this. So let's go through the book description that ChatGPT has generated for me. You see, I think I like this. So another thing is not a difficult thing. So already this is introduction to canning meat. I think we've done this already. That was the first thing we did. So the next thing you will do is
understanding safety guidelines. Understanding safety guidelines, you copy it, you can delete this part, you come here in 500 word, you just paste it in 500 word, write on understanding safety guide. In 500 word, write on understanding safety guide. My topic is, see, in 500 words, write on understanding safety guides, full stop. The topic of my book is, okay, I can write here, the topic of my book of my book of my book is. So I'll just copy it. I'll still come back to ChatGPT. I'll clear it. I paste it. I'll send it. You see, it's already generating content for me. So is a simple thing. It's something that anybody can do. It's something anybody can do. It's something anybody can do. So at this point, I'm done. I'm still going to select everything. I'll copy it. Then I'll come here. Then I paste it. I'll delete this one. You see? I'll delete this one. I'll delete this one. I will now make this my chapter 2. I don't know if you're getting me. I'll now make this my chapter 2. You can see now, I can remove this introduction. You understand? So now I've generated my introduction, I've generated my book description, I've generated chapter 2. It's a very simple thing. So you see, we still have some left. You see all these ones. So the same thing, you copy it, you write it, you copy till when you're done. If the table of content is long, you can merge two. In one. You can just cut it. You come here in 500 word, write on, you paste it. Then you also copy this one. You copy it, you paste it here. You can also write shed light. Very simple. So if your table of content is actually very long, you can merge two like this, and off you go, so that you generate on time and move to something else. So at this point, after we are done generating, so I'm not going to generate everything, because if I do, this video is going to be very long, and I know how much it is to buy data in Nigeria. So I'm going to stop here. Let's move to the next step.